July 12th. Okay, so I had another episode tonight. I'm going to call them episodes. This is the third one this week, and it's been happening for a few months now. Just not this often. I woke up paralyzed, staring at the ceiling, my body completely frozen. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. Then I saw it again. The shadow in the corner of my room. It doesn't move. It just stands there, watching me. I tell myself it's just my mind playing tricks on me. Sleep paralysis is just a glitch between sleep and wakefulness. That's what every single online article I've read said. That's all it is. It's just a glitch. But then it whispered my name. I don't think I imagined that. Dr. Crane said I should buy a notebook to start tracking the dreams. And so I did. This feels like a diary, but whatever. This is the first entry. Sometimes I hear it breathing. Once, I felt it sit on the bed and then my chest. I thought I was going to die. But then I woke up, sweating and crying. I don't understand how this is going to help. She said I had to see her again in 6 months with my journal. 6 months. Damn, that's a long time. July 19th. I can see something on the ceiling. It's something faint. I can barely make it out, but it's something like a stain that has grown on the ceiling. This stain grows red eyes, very dim red eyes, and starts blinking. It literally scares the shit out of me, and I awake from my dream. My eyes are half open, and it gets harder and harder to open them all the way. And then the other set of eyes start moving down like it's hanging from the ceiling. I want to shake my head awake, but I can't move. I know I'm awake, damn it. Why can't I move? It starts getting closer to my face, and I try to bring my hands up to my face, but I can't move my hands. I can't move my arms. I can't move my head or my legs. I can't move. I can't even blink. I try to yell for help, but I can't even open my mouth. All that comes out is a faint moan that can barely be heard. But in my head, I'm screaming like a fucking banshee. Someone help me. Someone help me, please. The eyes have disappeared instantly. My chest starts to get heavy, making it harder to breathe. My moans can't be heard, even though they take every ounce of energy for me to make them. My whole body starts to sink into the bed as my chest gets heavier. First came my toes. I was able to wiggle my toes. Then came my fingers. I was able to wiggle my fingers. Moments after being able to wiggle my toes and fingers, I was able to shake my arms and legs. I don't think I ever hopped out of bed so quickly in my life, but I did. I got down on my knees and brought both my hands together with my thumbs touching my forehead. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I say it again, and again, and again. July 21st. I know it's been a few days since I've started logging these so-called episodes, but this is getting out of hand. Sometimes I don't experience anything, and then when I do, bam, it hits me like a ton of bricks. Am I going crazy? I can't breathe through my nose. Is it because I'm sick? Do I need nose spray? I heard that Afrin is addictive, and I don't want to get hooked on it, or even worse, dependent on it. July 22nd. I know I'm only supposed to write down what happened in my sleep, but I want to document everything, every struggle, every attempt, everything. But I think I got it. Every time that I sleep on my back, it gets harder and harder to breathe, and I can't open my eyes. They feel half open and start twitching. Tonight, I'm going to sleep on my side, or maybe even my stomach. It may be difficult, but I'm going to try this out, and hopefully, this figure in the corner of my room goes away. It's got to be the reflection from the window. July 23rd. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was having issues, sleep issues. And as time progressed, I began having more issues. And this doctor kept writing everything I said down, noting with what I think she believed to be severe psychological issues. She would never interrupt me. She would occasionally nod her head and would appear to be in agreement. That shit pissed me off so much. While I was laying down on a bench, she told me to start writing my dreams down in a log. Somehow, this was supposed to make everything better. This would make the next 6 months fly by and cure me of all my ailments. She continues to listen. And then she asked me, "What are you most afraid of?" That was a hard question to answer. What scares me most? I would have to say being alone. I don't mean for a night or a week. I mean forever. Being isolated from everyone. Feeling like there is no one that you can talk to, even when there is someone right there in front of you. No one tells you they love you, or even hate you. Just nothing. You rot in your own house and the world turns without you. No one knocks, no one calls. Your name never crosses anyone's mind. You have no one to share your accomplishments with, no one to share your struggles with, no one to have a conversation with, whether it's good or bad. You don't have the comfort of having someone by your side. You can't even express your feelings, your emotions. No one knows you exist. You lose your friends and you lose your family. When you have passed away and nobody knows, nobody has called you and nobody has checked up on you because there is no one. You die all alone in your home. You sit there and rot. I don't want to be alone. I want my support system. I need my support system. That is my worst fear. When I have no one, and I don't want to be alone. The doctor lifts her head up from her pad. Her pencil stops moving. What comes next is the worst possible feeling. She turns her head left and then right. Then I hear in the lowest guttural voice, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." She begins to laugh. That laugh becomes even harder. Her eyes become solid white as she begins to cry from the laughter. She's unable to contain herself. She throws a clipboard and pencil down on the ground and starts grabbing her stomach. Her tears turn black and become larger, each tear turns bigger and starts to flood the room. Suddenly, I get up from the bench trying to move, but the tears become sludge and it makes every move harder and harder to make, as if I'm trying to move through quicksand. Then I wake up, and that's it. That's the dream. August 3rd. It said something. I don't remember what, but I know its mouth didn't move. It didn't have a mouth, actually. Just skin where its mouth should be. It was closer last night. I could smell it. Burnt hair and sulfur. August 14th. I stayed awake for 38 hours. Slept for 2, and it came back immediately. I'm losing track of time. I'm scared to close my eyes. My hands won't stop shaking. I think it's trying to wear me down. August 29th. It whispered my name. September 7th. Sometimes I wake up in other parts of the apartment. Once in the kitchen, once in the bathtub. I was fully clothed. I think I'm sleepwalking. God, I hope I'm sleepwalking. September 9th. I've never done it in my life. I swear I had to resort to drugs. I smoked one last night. I don't remember much, but I actually do feel refreshed. Man, I actually haven't slept that good in a long time. Is this what I need to do? Smoke and go to sleep? Or is this how potheads become crackheads? Is this what the gateway drug means? Oh my God, my sleep issues are making me become a drug addict. Is this where it starts? Am I going to become homeless now? Lord, please forgive me. I know I've been quiet for some time. I'm sorry. I did lose faith, but now it's restored, and I'm sorry for everything I've done and about to do. September 17th. The dream journal idea isn't working. I can't even tell what's real anymore. The entry from the 14th of August is written in a handwriting that I don't recognize. Was that me? October 1st. It stands beside the bed now. Every night. Every single fucking night. It doesn't blink. It doesn't breathe. I can't sleep at all. When I close my eyes, I hear scratching on the inside of my eyelids. The inside of my eyelids. I can hear the blood rush to my ears. I feel like I can see sound and hear colors. October 6th. I'm going to write everything that was in an email one of my coworkers sent me. This was between the assistant manager and the general manager. Good morning, Eric. I wanted to circle back on our conversation about Will. I've reviewed the recent reports, and between the continued sleeping during shifts and the complaint yesterday about cussing at a tenant, I think we're getting to the point where we have to make a move. This is one of the hardest decisions to make. What are your thoughts on this situation? Looking at some of his call score reviews, he is heard snoring in the background and constantly asking tenants to repeat themselves. I'm just unsure about how to approach this. Do we do another formal write-up, or is this enough for immediate termination? I know you've mentioned he's had previous warnings, so if we're covered on documentation, maybe it's time. I don't want to drag it out, but I also want to make sure we are clean on HR's side. We don't want to pay unemployment to him. Let me know what you think, especially if you want me to be the one to sit down with him. Very respectfully, Sarah. You chose us, now let us do the rest, her signature said. October 19th. The mirror in the hallway shows something else. Not me. A version of myself that's smiling when I'm not. It's watching me, mouths words I don't even understand. It also looks slimmer than me. Is this real? I look very skinny, and my eyes have bags under them. I don't know what to do. I covered the mirror with the sheet. This is hell. I'm in hell. This can't be real. October 20th. I woke up at 4:06 a.m. to the sound of my own voice, except I wasn't speaking. I was sleeping. I was sure of it. But I could hear myself clear as day, talking in the hallway. I sat up and listened. My voice was calm, almost friendly, like I was talking to someone I knew. I crept to the door and opened it. There was no one there, but the hallway light was on, and the voice kept going. I followed the voice, my hand on the wall to steady myself. The voice led me to the living room, to the journal. It was open, and I was speaking, not from my mouth, but from the journal itself, like the ink was breathing. The sound stopped the moment I touched it. Then a single word appeared on the page, written by no hand I could see. Listen. I dropped the book, ran back to my room and locked the door. But somehow, I now feel like I'm tied to this journal. November 2nd. I'm recording this now, my thoughts and my voice, not just in the journal, in case I disappear, in case it takes over. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm afraid I'm not alone in my head anymore. This place isn't big enough for the both of us. November 3rd. I just want to take note of the police. This is the third time they've been by within a month. I appreciate them checking up on me, but they don't believe me. They keep saying that they've been getting calls about disturbances and screaming late at night. I feel like they're just checking the box and saying they came by to see what was going on. I told Officer Jenkins that there's a demon in my house. He kept saying, "Yep, okay, sure." I grabbed his collar because I was mad. I wanted him to listen to me. He needed to hear me. He had to. He said if I ever touched him again, I'd be going away for a very, very long time. I guess that was very dumb of me. November 18th. I played back one of my recordings. There's breathing on the tape and it's not mine. I heard it say something. It said, soon. December 3rd. I got fired today. They said I've missed too many days. I tried to explain, but no one listened. My boss looked at me like I was already dead. She didn't even make eye contact. She just pushed a piece of paper across the desk and said, "If you could please not make a scene, just collect your things, it would greatly be appreciated." No severance, no help, just a fuck you. I remember her voice glitching for a second, like static in my ears. She said something else. I don't think it was in English. When I got home, I found a sticky note on the door. "Now you have time to sleep." I don't know who left it. I haven't left my apartment in 3 days. Wait, how'd I get fired? I'm out of food. I don't feel hungry anymore. I don't remember what I last ate. I think it was a sandwich in the break room, a turkey sandwich with ketchup, and some grapes with mayonnaise to dip it in. Or was it the sirloin steak? I think it was the sirloin steak. That sounds about right. That shit was so good. Funny thing about steak, you don't even need to cook it. Just add some salt and pepper. December 10th. I found a note in the journal I didn't write. Just 4 words. You're not awake yet. December 16th. December 16th. I'm so tired. I think I slept for 2 days and it never let me go. It fed me images I can't unsee. Things with too many teeth. Hands growing from mouths. Time moves wrong in here. Backwards and sideways. I think I aged a year. My knees hurt. December 17th. I played back one of my recordings. There's breathing on the tape. It's not mine. I heard it say something. It said, soon. December 18th. I haven't slept. I haven't been awake. The hours don't move like they used to. My hands aren't mine. They twitch when I'm not looking. There's something behind my eyes now. Watching. Waiting. It doesn't knock anymore. It's inside. Whispering. Let go. Let go and I'll carry you. I keep seeing myself in the mirror, but I'm not blinking. It writes when I sleep. It breathes through me. I feel my mouth move and I don't know the words. I woke up holding a pen. My fingers are stained black. There's writing on the walls. I didn't do it. I didn't. Let me in. Let me in. The skin doesn't fit anymore. He's peeling me out from the inside. We're almost free. Officer Ramirez pushes the talk button on her portable radio with her voice sounding uneasy. Dispatch, I found some kind of journal that this man has been writing. It appears to be some kind of dream journal, where he documents his sleep paralysis episodes, and it's very disturbing. I've read it completely, and it stops mid-sentence. There is a snapped pen on the ground, and there is blood on the page. And a fingernail. It looks torn, embedded into the paper. She proceeds to stand up with her flashlight in her hand, shining it around to get a better look of the room she's in. As the flashlight makes a pass, the light reveals her breath, showing how cold it is in the room. The place is cold, like unnaturally cold. Something doesn't feel right, she said while pointing her flashlight to the corner of the room. Hello? Officer Ramirez called out to the pale figure in the corner of the room. She steps deeper into the room as she called out to dispatch. Dispatch, I have a visual. Subject is here. Back bedroom. He's hunched in the corner, still not responding. Sir, I need you to respond. Sir. As she took a step even closer to him, his head moved towards the sound of her footsteps. Then his body followed his head as he lunged towards Officer Ramirez.